Janet Jackson sings about control, but some people in her circle worry she's handing it over to someone else. Amid the fallout from her comments about Kamala Harris' race and her camp's chaotic attempts to manage the situation, insiders are pointing fingers at her brother and manager, Randy Jackson. Sources say the PR disaster proves that Randy is too inexperienced to handle her affairs and has become too loud a voice in her ear. The criticism on social media was swift and devastating, as comedian D.L. Hughley blasted the interview as sounding like a Trump rally and even took a shot at the singer's plastic surgery. "It's a little ironic to question whether someone is black while you're breathing through the nose of a white woman," he wrote on X. We're told that her inner circle was perplexed by the interview and fear that the fallout could be more severe than that of Nipplegate after her infamous Super Bowl performance 20 years ago, because her comments could tarnish her sterling reputation as a champion of marginalized groups. The Rock and Roll Hall of Famer has tackled social issues such as homophobia, female empowerment and racism in her work, and her trademark tune calls for the world to unite behind music. "How can she sing about Rhythm Nation and make comments like that?" said an insider. "It doesn't even sound like her. She's so methodical. I don't know what made her do this." The source adds that Jackson, who lives in London, doesn't really watch the news anymore. She does live in a bubble. We're told Janet learned of the outrage while partying with her crew, including designer Christian Siriano, in Paris. Janet and Randy's attitude was to just let it blow over. They weren't planning to address it, another source told us. Meanwhile, a man named Mo El-Masri, claiming to be her manager, issued an apology on her behalf to BuzzFeed, only for her rep to walk it back in Variety and declare El-Masri doesn't work for Janet. They further said the Jackson siblings would not be commenting on the interview as they are mourning their older brother, Tito, who passed away last week. El-Masri later alleged Janet and Randy fired him after attempts to improve her image in front of public opinion and her fans. "And this is something I do not deserve." This isn't the first time El-Masri has claimed he managed Janet. But multiple sources insist no one in her camp knows who he is. "It's completely out of the blue. No one has ever heard of this guy, not any breath of him," one insider told us. Another source told us they've never heard of this guy's name in my life, and believes Randy brought him on. They further told us Janet's bubble is small, and she listens to Randy. "I don't know why she keeps promising new music, because there is none, at least not enough for a full album," a third source claimed. In the meantime, Janet is closing out the second leg of her Together Again tour in London and preparing to return to Las Vegas for a new residency at the end of the year.